Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're unlocking the secrets of one of the most generous and honestly toughest houseplants you can possibly own. Get ready to meet the incredible and pretty much unkillable spider plant.
So let me ask you this. Do you think you have a black thumb? You love the idea of having plants around, but you're just convinced you're going to kill anything green you bring home. Or maybe you're just way too busy for a plant that needs constant attention. If you're nodding along right now, then you are in exactly the right place. Because this is the answer. Say hello to the spider plant. It's basically the hero of the houseplant world for beginners, for busy people, for everyone. It's forgiving, it's gorgeous, and it practically takes care of itself. So, what is it that makes this plant so special? Why is it such a favorite? Well, in this first part, we're going to cover the basics and see exactly why it's got such a stellar reputation. Okay, so its fancy scientific name is Chlorophytum comosum, and it's originally from South Africa. But its common name, spider plant, is way more fun. It gets that name from its long arching leaves that kind of look like spider legs, but mostly from the little baby plantlets, the spiderets, that dangle down from the main plant. They look just like little spiders hanging from a web. And you've got options. They come in a few different styles. The ones you'll see most often are variegated, which has a green center and white edges, and vittatum, which is just the opposite. There's also a really cool Hawaiian variety that has a mix of colors going on. But here's the best part. No matter which one you choose, the care is exactly the same. So simple. All right, so now that we've met the plant, let's talk about setting it up with the perfect home. And don't worry, this isn't going to be a long list of chores. It really just comes down to 3 simple secrets to keep your new plant thriving. Secret number 1, light. Spider plants love bright, indirect light. So think about a spot near a window, but not where the sun is just beating down on it all day. Direct sun is not its friend. It'll scorch those beautiful leaves and leave these ugly brown, crispy marks. We don't want that. Secret number 2, temperature. And honestly, this one's a total no-brainer. If you're comfortable in your home, your spider plant is probably comfortable too. That sweet spot is anywhere between about 18 and 27 degrees Celsius. Really, the only thing to do is just try to keep it away from a chilly draft from a window or an AC vent. And now for the most important secret of all, watering. Okay, the biggest mistake pretty much everyone makes with houseplants is giving them too much love in the form of water. So here's the golden rule. It's so easy. Just stick your finger about an inch into the soil. If it feels dry, go ahead and water it. If it's still damp, just wait a few more days. Soggy, wet soil is the fastest way to cause root rot, and that's the #1 killer of these otherwise super tough plants. Now, to help with that whole watering thing, you gotta have the right soil. You want something that drains really well. You can just buy a regular potting mix, or if you feel like playing in the dirt, a simple mix of garden soil, some coco peat, and perlite works like a charm. And I cannot say this enough, your pot must have a drainage hole at the bottom. It's totally non-negotiable. It lets that extra water escape. Okay, so you've got its perfect little home all set up. What about taking care of it day to day? Well, you guessed it, this part is just as easy. Spider plants are not heavy eaters at all. You really only need to feed them with a simple liquid fertilizer about once every couple of weeks. And this is important, only during the spring and summer. That's their growing season. When fall and winter roll around, you can just let them rest. All right, let's solve one of the most common spider plant mysteries, those dreaded brown tips on the leaves. You've probably seen them. Well, the good news is, it's usually not your fault. Most of the time, it's just from the fluoride and chlorine that's in our tap water. And the fix is ridiculously simple. Just fill up your watering can and let it sit out on the counter overnight. That's it. This gives those chemicals time to evaporate. Then if you want, you can just snip the little brown bits right off. Easy peasy. And now, for my absolute favorite part. This is the big reward for all your minimal effort. We're going to talk about how this amazing plant literally makes new plants for you, completely for free. I mean, this quote just says it all, right? When a spider plant is happy, it sends out these long stems, and at the end of them, it grows these perfect little miniature versions of itself. These are the spiderets we were talking about, and they are your ticket to an entire family of spider plants. And making new plants from them is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Seriously. First, you just snip off one of those little spiderets. Second, you stick its bottom end in a little glass of water and put it on a windowsill. In just a week or two, you'll see these little white roots start to grow. It's so cool. And third, once those roots are about an inch long, you plant it in a small pot with some soil. That's it. You just made a brand new plant. So aside from being super easy to care for and giving you tons of free baby plants, what else has this plant got going for it? Well, let's wrap this all up with a few more awesome benefits and a quick troubleshooting guide.
Yeah, this plant is a little workhorse. There was a famous clean air study done by NASA, and they found that spider plants are fantastic at removing common household toxins, like formaldehyde, from the air. And for all you pet owners out there, this might be the best part. It's completely non-toxic to cats and dogs, so you can have them in your house without having to worry.
And just in case you do run into any little issues, here's your quick cheat sheet. We've already covered the brown leaf tips. That's probably your tap water. If the leaves are looking all sad and droopy, you're almost certainly overwatering it. And on the rare chance you get some pests like spider mites, a simple spray with some neem oil takes care of it right away. See? Simple solutions for a simple plant.
So here's the big takeaway. The spider plant isn't just a plant that you can manage to keep alive. It's a plant that actually builds your confidence. It purifies your air, it's safe for your pets, and it gives you endless new plants to keep for yourself or give away to friends. It's a gift that keeps on giving. So, what are you waiting for?